Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Josh Foster. I'm president-elect here at Southwest Louisiana Association of Realtors, and this is our newest installment of Wake Up Wednesday. We're here with three wonderful lenders, and if you would, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us your name, what company you're with, how long you've been an affiliate, and what's your title at your office.
I am Ashley Neely with GMFS Mortgage. I've been affiliate with the association for 6 years, and I am a mortgage loan officer.
Kyle Lennes with Nations Lending. I've been an affiliate for 7 years, and I'm the branch sales manager.
I am Brianna Floyd with Annie Mac Home Mortgage. I have been an affiliate for 5 years, and I am the sales manager and a mortgage loan originator.
Wonderful. So we have a few questions. We're going to open it up to the group. First, are there any specific programs or down payment assistance, maybe grant programs out there for buyers to take advantage of?
Who wants it?
Yes, there are. So I think the biggest program we all kind of have is Louisiana Housing Corporation, which, not going too much in depth, there's 12 different programs that are available, but the biggest one everybody uses is a mortgage rate bond program that allows 4% assistance. You can use it through multiple programs. It's pretty incredible to get one of the lowest rates available plus 4% towards your closing, and a lot of times when you get a seller to cover the closing costs,
No money.
no money.
Yeah.
And then we also have one that is not through LHC. They do not have to be a first-time home buyer. Does not give as much assistance as the LHC. However, people are using it to get the lower interest rate and the lower mortgage insurance premium.
And what timelines are associated with such a grant program or assistance program?
Like closing,
Yes,
I would say 60 days.
60 days.
So with the LHC, you rely heavily on LHC. So we underwrite the file and then we have to send it to them for approval through their program, and then they send it back typically with conditions, and you have to resubmit it. So
Okay.
60 days for them.
So
Yeah.
so for our realtors watching, it's important if client is utilizing that program to allow enough time in the contract.
Yes.
Correct.
Another program with LHC is the Keys for Service,
Right.
which is a 4% assistance program for civil servants like teachers, paramedics, stuff like that.
And it has a higher income cap, because
Yeah.
that's one thing about this down payment assistance program through Louisiana Housing Corporation. You have to meet an income limit, and it's lower than
Yes.
a program like Rural Development. But Keys for Service has a higher program, and it does require a 640 score. Not all of them require you to be a first-time home buyer, especially Keys to Service, but most of them do require for you to be a first-time home buyer. And being a first-time home buyer in today's market doesn't mean you haven't bought a home before. It means you haven't had a home or ownership in a property in the last 3 years.
Okay, wonderful. So a question that I know I get myself from a lot of buyers or potential buyers, are there any programs out there to finance single wide and double wide mobile homes?
Yes.
Yeah, all of them.
Okay,
So you can do, so I only do double wides. Kyle does single wides.
We have double wides, but new construction double wide.
okay.
So with double wides, you can do it FHA, you can do it conventional, you can do it USDA, and VA. Like, you can do every program for them, but there are specific requirements for each program.
Do you mean to tell it out?
I can, so with double wides, with FHA, it's a standard FHA loan. You can go down to we go down to a 550 on our credit score for FHA. So you can do that, it's 3.5% down. With conventional, you can do it 5% down, that's pretty much it. And minimum credit score is 620. For USDA, this is the one that gets really tricky. Minimum credit score on a mobile home is 640. However, the mobile home has to be new from 2006 until now, cannot be older than a 2006.
April 6, 2006 to be exact.
Yes.
And it's a manufactured date, and that's what has caught a lot of people. It may be a 2006, but it was manufactured in 2005, so it throws it out of the program. And here's the key point about manufactured homes: they can only be moved one time.
Okay, so explain the one-time move or the original.
Dealership to land. That's it. If it's moved twice, you're looking at a non-QM loan, which is typically a bank product. That's where you get 15% down. That's where you get
Higher
an 11%
interest
rate. It is more complicated, but
So original placement, meaning
Mhm.
from the dealer to the original location is what we're
yeah.
looking for.
In other years for other programs, 1976 or newer.
What about skirting on a mobile home?
But it
For a
depends
lot
on
of
the
these
wind
30-year
zone.
homes. Okay.
but most of them require skirting. Conventional, a little more lax, but government programs, you have to have skirting unless you're in a wind zone like Elton. You don't have to have skirting there.
Okay. Ashley, you said new construction mobile home. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, so it has to be, brand new from the dealership, never lived in. So we'll finance the purchase of the mobile home and the purchase of the land, or you can already own your land, and then so we're doing it on a conventional loan.
So you offer even a possible land home package. Is that what
Correct.
I'm hearing?
Correct.
Perfect. All right. So, hey, another very important topic in the world of lending is credit scores. So, can you tell us, what are credit score requirements for different programs? What are some general knowledge of credit scores should realtors be aware of?
Okay, so generally, we just tell realtors to kind of fill your client out and see. Ask them, you can't ask them their credit score, but kind of fill them out and see if they have a good credit standing. Annie Mac will go down to that's a good way to put that. Annie Mac will go down to a 550 on an FHA loan. That does require 10% down. So FHA generally is a 580 or above, 3.5% down. For us, conventional is a 620 or above. No, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to edit that part out. For us, conventional is 600 or above, and you can do 3% down if you're a first-time home buyer. Otherwise, it's 5%. Or if you want to put 15 or 20% down, you can.
Do you have for real estate professionals, realtors? What are some things that you see that are common mistakes, misconceptions? What are some things that you feel we could improve on to enhance the client and buyer experience?
I'll start.
Okay, go for it.
I would say, just because I have a large background in sales, I've been in sales, since I was 18 years old, which doesn't seem like that long. It's a long time when you're on commission. I would say my biggest recommendation for anybody, especially people starting out in real estate, is client control. If you're gonna go show a client houses, get them pre-approved. I understand you wanna make that connection. You wanna meet them before you start asking the hard questions. But you also want to be respectful of your own time, and your own effort as well. If you're getting to the point where you showed people 4 or 5 houses and they're still not presenting a pre-approval letter or proof of funds, then it boils down to what are you spending your wills on? Because a lot of those times, and I know y'all probably experienced it, where a realtor said, I've showed these people 10 houses, and they go finally to pull the trigger and get pre-approved, and they're just not there. So it was, wasted time for the realtor, wasted time for the sellers who had to leave the house, So I'd say the biggest recommendation is client control. Learn how to ask the hard questions up front. What are you coming to the table with? What are you bringing? Because the better buying experience is, what your budget is, what your out-of-pocket is, you can afford the house, and you can get pre-approved.
Anyone else with some advice?
I would just say, communication, kind of same things, communication between the lender, the client, recognize that we're a team and we're out here to work with you, work with your client. We want to see them purchase a home just as much as, the realtor wants them to purchase that home.
I actually don't know.
What about setting expectations? Because
Okay.
I've seen
She said,
I've seen those
I
that
got this
I've
one.
seen those that excel in that area, and then I've also worked with those that don't.
So, and y'all can agree with me or disagree. I think that setting expectations is important, but I also think that realtors should be very, very careful when your client is coming to you saying, hey, what do you know about interest rates? Hey, what do you think about this down payment? Hey, what about this or that? I think that that's kind of a stay in your lane thing, and refer them back to the lender. If they have an interest rate question, don't be like, oh, well, rates are 6% today. What if they're not?
Yeah.
Because then when your client comes to us and we're like, nope, they're not 6% today, they're 7% today. That client then gets angry and there's a rift in that relationship. So set your expectations of what to expect, more or less. Like, hey, you need to talk to a lender and this is what you should be prepared for. Maybe tell them, have your documents ready, they're gonna
Right.
ask for them. Be prepared to have your credit pulled. We can do soft pulls, but preparing them for that would be great. But set the expectation, and set the expectation we're here to see them succeed. We
Right.
want them to purchase that house as much as you do. So just kind of set those expectations. Maybe prepare them that they might possibly have a down payment, just stuff like that.
And I would say that too, like kind of leaning off of that, like I've ran into a lot of situations where realtors were telling clients, you know, this is what your closing costs should be. And not every situation is similar. You know, that's playing a lot off of your credit, which, you know, the real estate agent shouldn't typically see, I should say. You know, insurance right now plays a huge part into that. And I've been in situations where that has caused, like Brianna said, a rift, because, you know, when somebody asks me, well, how much is my home worth? I don't know. You should contact a realtor. You know, kind of the same situation. I'm not licensed to do that. You know, I'm not licensed to have that conversation, nor do I have the knowledge to have that conversation with you. So I feel like that is kind of a play in expectations. Is I don't know, but here's my professional, you know, to help you and walk you through that scenario. Because I feel like then you have a seamless transaction where everybody is working on their own part to meet the same goal.
Right, and that makes us a team.
Yeah.
And we are a team. I mean, we are not successful if y'all are not successful. So we want y'all to be as successful as we are. So we are a team.
Well, thank you so much. And we're going to move on to, we're going to get each of you to tell us a little bit about your company, your business, and what makes you special in the marketplace. So, Ashley, if you want to, and also how to contact you. So, if you want to start.
Hello, I'm Ashley with GMFS Mortgage. I've been in the mortgage industry for 19 years. Been with GMFS for 6 years. We are a Louisiana-based company. We're located out of Baton Rouge, but we have our local office here on Nelson Road. We offer a variety of loan products to help with down payment assistance. We do new construction. We also do renovation loans, refinance. So we have a variety of products to help you get into your home. I look forward to working with you, and please feel free to reach out. My number is 337-246-2414. I'm available even if you're not ready, you want to just find out about products or where you're at in your credit score, anything to get you ready, I'm available to help.
Hey everybody, I'm Kyle Lanes with Nations Lending. I'm the branch sales manager here, also a loan officer. I've been with Nations almost 8 years. We do a lot of specialty products with lower credit scores, and also we do single and double wides. I was born and raised here in Lake Charles, and I really love helping give back to our community and help people grow in ownership here. So if you need anything, give me a call at 337-513-2915.
I'm Brianna Floyd with Annie Mac Home Mortgage. If you ever have any lending questions, we are always here to help. You can reach us at 337-936-6139. And we like to say that there's a mortgage for everyone. We just have to figure out where you fit. So if you have any questions, give me a call.
Well, we want to thank you so much for being part of our Wake Up Wednesday this morning. Thank you for spending time with us and great advice. So, and we want to say thank you to watching our Wake Up Wednesday. Stay tuned for more Wake Up Wednesdays coming your way. Again, I'm Josh Foster, President-elect here at SWLAR. We'll see you next time.